Ever notice how you can size up a fighter before they throw a single punch? Just check their gloves. Whether you're rocking beat-up Everlasts or pristine winnings, those leather mittens tell your whole story. From weekend warriors to championship contenders, your glove choice broadcasts exactly who you are in the ring. Now let's break down what your gear really says about you. Number 10. The Everlast Classic User, the Nostalgic Warrior. You walk into the gym with those red and white Everlasts and everyone knows exactly who you are. You're the guy who watched Ali fight Frazier, who remembers when boxing was on network TV every weekend. These gloves say you value tradition over trends. Here's what's funny though, modern Everlasts have become something of a punchline in serious gyms, often called Neverlasts because of quality control issues in recent years. But you don't care. You bought them because that's what champions wore in the golden era. That's what your dad had in the garage. And damn it, if they were good enough for the legends, they're good enough for you. You're likely not competing anymore, if you ever did. You hit the heavy bag 3 times a week, maybe work some mitts with a young trainer who humors your stories about the golden era. Your technique is solid, but dated. You still throw that wide left hook like Carmen Basilio. The young guns might snicker when you shadowbox to Eye of the Tiger, but they shut up real quick when you show them how to properly work the body. Truth is, these gloves say you're here for the love of the sport, not Instagram photos. You remember when boxing gloves didn't need to match your shorts, and you're keeping that spirit alive one workout at a time. Number 9. The budget brand enthusiast, the practical pugilist. Rolling up with RDX, Venom, or Sanabul gloves tells everyone you've got your priorities straight. You're here to work, not to impress. You found these bad boys on Amazon for $35, read the reviews and said great value for money and pulled the trigger. You're either brand new to the sport or you're the smart veteran who knows expensive gloves don't make you punch harder. Maybe you've got 3 kids and a mortgage, so dropping $300 on grants isn't happening. These affordable gloves typically use synthetic leather and basic foam padding, lasting maybe 6 to 12 months with regular use. What's interesting is you're actually in good company. Plenty of solid amateur fighters rock budget gloves during training because they'd rather save money for competition fees and travel. You're practical, not pretentious. You understand that consistency beats equipment every time. This fighter drives a reliable sedan, brings their own water bottle to save $3 at the gym vending machine, and has a perfectly organized workout schedule. Your gloves might not turn heads, but your work ethic does. When someone asks about your gear, you shrug and say, they do the job, and honestly, respect. Don't forget to hit that like button and test out YouTube's newest hype feature. Thanks for watching. Now back to the video. Number 8, the 8-ounce training glove guy, the speed demon. Oh, we see you with those 8-ouncers during training. You're either under 141 pounds training for a specific fight, or you're that guy who thinks lighter gloves make you look tougher. Competition rules technically require 8-ounce gloves for fighters under light welterweight, but using them for regular training? That's a statement. You're all about speed and precision. You worship at the altar of Sugar Ray Leonard and Prince Nassim. Your whole game revolves around beating opponents to the punch, and those light gloves help you develop that lightning-fast hand speed. More time gets spent on the double-end bag than the heavy bag, and your footwork drills would make a salsa dancer jealous. Here's the thing though, using 8-ounce gloves for bag work without proper hand conditioning is asking for trouble. Most coaches recommend 12 to 16-ounce gloves for training to protect those money makers. But you laugh at conventional wisdom. You've wrapped your hands so many times you could do it blindfolded, and you know exactly how to punch without hurting yourself. Your sparring partners, however, are not fans. Nobody wants to catch shots from 8-ounce gloves during practice. You're the fighter everyone accidentally forgets to tell about sparring sessions. Number 7. The Hayabusa High-Tech Warrior, the modern gladiator. Strutting in with those Hayabusa T3s, complete with their patented dual-X closure system and AG temperature regulating lining, you're basically the Tesla owner of the boxing world. These Japanese engineered beauties cost you north of $150, and you made sure everyone saw you unbox them. You've watched every YouTube review, know the specs by heart, and can explain why the fusion splinting technology is biomechanically superior. This athlete cross-trains in MMA, owns at least 3 fitness trackers, and has a protein shake recipe that requires a PhD in chemistry to understand. These gloves say you believe in the marriage of tradition and technology. You respect the sweet science, but think it could use some actual science. Your training routine includes heart rate zones, periodization cycles, and recovery protocols that would confuse traditionalists. The irony? Sometimes you spend more time talking about the Deltra EG foam composition than actually using them. But when you do train, you're methodical and precise. Every punch is thrown with intention. Every round is tracked. Every calorie is counted. You're not just boxing. You're optimizing your combat sports performance. The veterans might roll their eyes, but hey, if dropping $200 on gloves keeps you motivated, more power to you. Number 6. The 16-ounce sparring specialist, the gym diplomat. Your 16-ounce pillows announce you as someone who gets it. Most gyms require 16-ounce gloves for sparring to minimize injuries, and you're the person everyone wants to work with. These heavier gloves with extra padding show you understand that sparring is about learning, not proving who's toughest. You've become the unofficial peacekeeper in the gym, the one who pairs new people up for sparring and reminds the young bucks to keep it technical. You've been around long enough to know that gym wars create enemies, not champions. Your philosophy is simple. We're all here to get better, and nobody gets better with a concussion. Your gloves are worn but well maintained. You've got that one pair specifically for sparring, maybe rival RS11Vs or ring-to-cage C17s. You oil the leather, let them air dry properly, and maintain a separate pair for bag work because you know sparring gloves should stay soft. Trainers love you because you help create the right culture. Young fighters respect you because you'll work with them without trying to take their head off. You're the backbone of every good boxing gym, the person who understands that iron sharpens iron, but only if both pieces survive the process. Number 5. The winning gloves owner, the protection perfectionist. Pulling out those $325 to $400 winning gloves from Japan is like parking a Bentley at the gym. These are universally recognized as offering the best hand protection in the business, with their signature soft pillowy padding. But here's what those gloves really say about you. You've either had hand problems or you're smart enough to prevent them. Winning gloves are famously used by fighters who've broken their hands before. Think Mayweather in his later career. The padding is so protective that some fighters actually avoid them because they reduce punching power so much. That tells everyone you're playing the long game. You're methodical, patient, and successful outside the ring too. Nobody drops nearly $500,000 on gloves unless they've got disposable income or they're deadly serious about their craft. You understand that your hands are your tools, and good tools deserve the best protection. Interestingly, despite their elite status, winnings aren't considered puncher's gloves. They're technical gloves for technical fighters. Your style's built on volume, accuracy, and not getting hit. More Floyd than Mike Tyson. Other fighters might tease you about throwing pillow fists, but you'll be the one still training at 50 while they're getting cortisone shots in their knuckles. Number 4. The Grant Gloves investor, the professional player. Those custom grants that took 6 months to arrive and cost you anywhere from $500 to $1,000? Yeah, everyone noticed. Grant gloves are the Rolex of boxing. Unnecessary for telling time, but absolutely necessary for telling everyone you've made it. Grant users are a specific breed. You're either a genuine professional fighter, or you're successful enough in life to afford professional grade everything. These American-made gloves are known for excellent wrist support and that perfect balance between protection and punching power. They're what you graduate to when winnings feel too soft, but you still want your hands protected. Floyd Mayweather made Grants famous, and let's be honest, that's a big reason you bought them. You appreciate craftsmanship, customization, and exclusivity. Your Grants match your shorts, which match your boots, which coordinate with your BMW in the parking lot. Now here's the thing, you can actually back it up. Nobody drops serious cash on gloves unless they're committed to their skills. You train 4 to 5 times a week minimum, have amateur fights under your belt, and your technique is clean enough that coaches use you for demonstrations. Those Grants say you're not playing boxer, you are a boxer. Number 3. The Cleto Reyes Traditionalist, the Mexican warrior. Those distinctive elongated Cleto Reyes gloves mark you as someone who understands boxing's warrior tradition. Handmade in Mexico with that famous horsehair foam combination padding, these are known as puncher's gloves for a reason. Cletos give less knuckle padding than other premium gloves. A 16-ounce Cleto hits like a 12-ounce winning. Mexican fighters swear by them because they're designed for one thing, transferring maximum power to your opponent. Manny Pacquiao, Juan Manuel Marquez, and countless Mexican warriors have made these gloves legendary. You're either Mexican yourself, trained by a Mexican coach, or you just embrace that aggressive forward-pressing Mexican style. Your boxing philosophy is simple, hit and don't get hit, but if you have to choose one, choose hitting. You've got heavy hands and you want your opponent to know it. The break-in period for Cletos can take 6 to 8 dedicated sessions to start feeling comfortable, with full comfort achieved after months of regular use. That patience says something about you. You understand that good things take time. While every protection and safety, you're focused on what boxing has always been about, controlled violence. When fighters see those Cletos come out, they suddenly remember they've got somewhere else to be. Number 2. The bag gloves minimalist, the technician. Using dedicated bag gloves, those lighter 10 to 12 ounce gloves with minimal padding, tells everyone you're a student of the sweet science. While others are wearing pillows on their hands, you want to feel every punch, every combination, every mistake. Bag gloves force perfect technique because bad form hurts immediately. That slight knuckle sting from a misaligned punch is your teacher, and you're here to learn. You understand that the heavy bag isn't your enemy, it's your most honest training partner. It never lies, never gets tired, and always tells you exactly how well you're punching. Your technique is likely beautiful. Your straight punches sound like gunshots. Your hooks whistle through the air, and you never push your punches. You've studied footage of fighters who trained with basically wrapped hands and a prayer. You know that Roberto Duran built those legendary hands on heavy bags with minimal protection. Your philosophy extends beyond equipment. This fighter prefers road work to treadmills, pull-ups to lat pull-downs, and definitely judges people who hit the bag with 20-ounce gloves. You're not trying to impress anyone, you're trying to perfect your craft. Those bag gloves say you're serious about the fundamentals, and in a sport built on fundamentals, that makes you dangerous. Number 1. The Mixed Collection Master, the Complete Fighter. Here it is. The number 1 spot goes to the fighter with multiple pairs for different purposes. If you roll up with a gear bag containing 16-ounce winnings for sparring, 12-ounce cleatos for mitt work, specialized bag gloves for heavy bag sessions, and those lucky 10-ounce grants for fight night, you're not just a boxer, you're a professional. This is what separates hobbyists from serious fighters. You understand that different training requires different tools. Your collection took years to build, starting with those basic everlasts and gradually upgrading as your skills and understanding evolved. Each pair tells a story. The rivals you bought after your first amateur win, the winnings you saved up for after breaking your hand, the custom grants your coach got you before the regional championships. You know that sparring gloves should never touch a heavy bag, that horsehair padding breaks down differently than foam, and that proper glove rotation extends equipment life. You can explain why Mexican-style gloves have longer cuffs, why Japanese gloves use different padding density, and why glove weight doesn't always correlate to actual weight, those Cleto 14s weighing more than other brands' 16s. Your gear bag is basically a mobile pro shop. Young fighters ask to try on your gloves like they're magical. You've become the gym encyclopedia on equipment, able to recommend the perfect gloves for anyone's style, budget, and experience level. This isn't about showing off or gear obsession. It's about respecting the craft enough to use the right tools. A master carpenter doesn't use one hammer for everything, and a serious boxer doesn't use one pair of gloves for all training. Your collection says you're not just in boxing, boxing is in you. So there you have it, the complete breakdown of what those leather badges of honor really say about you. Whether you're rocking budget beauties or premium leather, remember that the best gloves are the ones that keep you coming back to the gym. At the end of the day, it's not about the gloves, it's about the hands inside them and the heart behind those hands. Now quit reading and get back to training. And hey, if this helped you understand the glove game better, smash that subscribe button harder than a Cleto Reyes hook to the ribs.